When they said see you on the dark side of the moon, I was not expecting this. Hey everybody, Orpheolus here. Welcome back to Super Mario Odyssey. Last time we wrapped up the Mushroom Kingdom, and this time, hell. Welcome to Rabbit Ridge. We only have one goal, and that's all the way up there. So, Dark Side of the Moon, I would argue, is the hardest kingdom of the game. It's fairly limited right now. So, once again, the moon is very light. Take note. So, before we head up to the top though, we have a power line leading to the inside. Before you do so, spin this thing here for a life up. You will need it. So then let's head in to this fun mess. So upon heading inside, we have ourselves a nice little hole in the side of the mountain. So here we're on the first floor. Hey, so what if you stop the wedding? You can't stop me, you can't stop any of us, blah 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 Broodals. Come on, let's see you try. We have refights of all the Broodals in low gravity. Here, the difficulty is going to ramp up quite a bit. So, Topper, I'll straight up say, is probably the hardest of the Broodal refights. So, use your cap. Not a great start. So next step, you'll be spinning around in a circle. Okay, not good. So yeah, I would recommend playing Topper slow, because he is pretty difficult. Alright then, just take out caps one at a time slowly. Alright. Should be good enough. Since here's the thing about the refights. There are no checkpoints. Meaning if you die at any time, you have to redo the entire challenge. Yeah, not only that, but I consider Topper the hardest of the lot too. Yeah, again, we're already down our 3 hearts. I might just take a death. Darn it. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna take a death. Well, I decided to beat Topper, but there's no way we're gonna be able to get through all of this. At least they saved the hardest for the first round. Heck this, I'm gonna restart. Alright, Topper's down. Only took 1 hard damage there total. Not bad. I just played it really safe. Alright then. So yeah, so Topper is the hardest. No health refills. No checkpoints. Thankfully they saved the hardest for first and they kind of go easier from here, but still, yikes. So that was the first refight. You can already tell what's going to go on. All the Broodals are going to be refought in order. So next up, you can probably already tell what's coming next. That's going to be Harriet. Oh, it's you. Not nice barging on our kingdom like you own the place. What? You didn't know this is where we live? Guess we still got things to teach ya. Alright, saving the second hardest for... Well, I guess going for the second hardest. So the sucky thing about Harry is that she moves. So thankfully, if you remember all the fast strats, you should be fine. Homing balls and all that fun stuff. Okay, didn't get that. Okay, looks like we'll be getting this slow cycle. Alright. Do your big attack. Alright, there we go. Be careful not to go in on her. Because if you do, then, well... You are going to have to, You will take some damage. Alright. Attack cycle skip. Okay, missed that. Alright, looks like we're not going to be able to get the cycle skips. Okay. Your big spin. Knock him in. Alright then. Alright, knock you open, and there we go. That was 2 down. Not really that hard. This play is mostly the same since it's not really a jumping battle. It's more of a spin cap battle. So that's 2 down. Alright then. 2 down, 2 to go. So continuing on this little ridge, I guess one thing to know about the whole Broodal situation is that, well, the Broodals are based mostly around the whole rabbits living on the moon thing, like the rabbit in the moon. That sort of aspect. So, 3rd floor. Ah! Our home here is fine and all, but I'm ready for my own ship. Yours! Oh yeah, the Blah Odyssey is going to fit me real good once I've kicked you to the curb. Alright then, Spirit is the same. Does less gravity, and I get hit because bad hitboxes. Alright then. Okay, I missed that crap. So yeah, so hitting Spirit's whole cycle skip is going to be kind of challenging because moon gravity is different. Alright, got that. Just to play it safe, I am not going to go for the cycle skip. Instead, I'm just going to be cleaning up things. Alright. Gonna get back to the middle. There we go. And spit him out. I was not wanting to lose my bonus heart, but I'll take it. Thankfully, Rango is probably the easiest of the refights. Alright then. So that's 3 down, 1 to go. So continuing on the whole upward thing, there's not really too much else I can think of about the Broodals. I'll probably post it in a bonus episode later about more about the Broodals. So, all we got left is Rango.
Hey, gotta say, the whole time, we were perfect as perfect gets, did everything Bowser wanted. And then you mucked it up. No one will hire us now, so guess what? You're going to pay for all of it.
And we have Rango's refight. Come on. Okay, fine. I see how you are, crappy hitboxes. So one thing to know about Rango is that he's essentially the same. In fact, low gravity makes him easier. So I'm just trying to avoid this attack cycle since doing the attack cycle skip is pretty difficult. Again, Rango is not too bad. In fact, probably the easy part about Rango is the fact that, well, because of low gravity, you can actually skip having to hop on the flowers. I'm only doing this out of safety because we aren't done yet. Alright. We're done there. Okay. Let me hop on you. And slam him down. Thankfully, Rango's pretty easy. Just trying to focus. We don't have a moon yet. And there's another gate. You can probably tell where this is going. So, let's head on out. Thankfully, as a little bit of respite, once you head on out, along the pathway, it's a bit of a long walk, there is a recovery heart, should you need it. Just one. Don't go into the pipe just yet, instead continue on further and there's Captain Toad.
I was on an extra floaty walk when I wound up here somehow. Once you know it, I found a blob Harriman along the way, and it's all yours, Explorer.
So you have Captain Toad on the dark side. So what's at the top? And we have Mecha Brood Refight. The first thing to note is that you have Hammer Bros around here. So yeah, so it's a completely different aspect on the boss, and I will be honest, I kind of like this a little bit more than the other kingdom. So you just got to play things a little bit safe. Really all I got. Alright, that'll teach you. Alright then, so that's the first one. Really? Okay, I see how you are. So, smash that down. Okay, I missed that. So one thing to note, though, is that it's pretty easy to do the cycle skips. Okay. So we can knock that down. Please, there we go. So yeah, so one thing to note though is that it's easy to do cycle skips. Okay, letting it rampage. Then rampage around for a bit. Just letting it do its storm thing. Okay, letting it do its spin. There we go. We got the spin. So yeah, as you can tell, it's pretty easy to get cycle skips here. Just letting it back itself up into a corner. Okay, good enough for me. I know I was really quiet during that entire escapade. This is hard. The Dark Side of the Moon is an insane difficulty spike. Compared to the rest of the game, Dark Side is like Dark Souls when the rest of the game is, well, Stardew Valley. It's definitely brutal. for the Broodals, I guess. And we're only getting started. Alright then, we found 500 power moons. Finally, we can head to the darker side of the moon. Have you had enough health, sir? So, you know what? I want to save that for later. You know what? It's kind of running a little bit long. Alright, one thing that I kind of forgot to space out is some lore on Rabbit Ridge. So starting things up, population unknown, size unknown, locals rabbitish, currencies unknown, industry is wedding planning. So, a tasty looking tower, a sad inedible tower, and similar inedible owner. This is a ostentatious stone tower was carved in the direction of a vegetable-loving Madame Brood who lords over Rabbit Ridge. Her underlings, the Broodals, live within and always have a warm welcome for visitors. One last door for those travelers who have survived the hospitality of the Broodals. New challenge may await. Masochism. First up we have Topper. Client relations, responsible for client relations on behalf of the Broodals wedding planning firm. Topper is usually found on site troubleshooting. You can tell how serious he is you can tell how serious he is about a battle by the number of hats he has stacked up on his head. He doesn't tap into his full hat reserves except for the most dangerous opponents. So if you square off with him, and he seems to be mostly hat, you should feel honored and afraid. Next up, Rango the Bouncer. Not the most focused, but Rango is a valuable player to the Broodals team. He always comes through in the end. Master of his boomerang trampoline hat, he can throw it straight and curved, with almost unnatural control over the way it flies. On the other hand, he sometimes zones out a bit and looks confused. And then Harriet, Pyrotechnics. The least predictable of the Broodals, Harriet is often found throwing bombs with her hair, and her homemade bombs explode. They leave a pool of fire in the ground, so knock them away before they explode. While it may seem reckless to have filled her hat with bombs, Harriet is devious and keeps her lives very explosive with her. And lastly, we have Spirit the Entertainer. Spinning while spitting poison in the white area. Spirit is the least subtle of the Broodals, but he's also an unexpectedly artistic side, as his poison ground paintings show. 3 kingdoms, watch out for the moon's light gravity. You can still die falling off a cliff. Investigate all 4 of the, behind all those stone-carved vegetables, and create 4 of the keys of the kingdom. Yeah. So, we're going to take this down to the main area. So just moving this along to the bottom. Here on the dark side, things have opened up. A lot of things have opened up. So patrol the way a little bit around. I'm going to avoid the pipes. I'm going to save those for next episode since those are going to take me so long. So that's 1. There are 10 of these hint arts throughout the kingdom. The reason why I did dark side first instead of going around for cleanup is explicitly for these. So much art and rabbits. That'll lead us to the Cloud Kingdom. So there's quite a lot that we haven't done yet. Alright, I think that's 4. So yes, I'm just looking around seeing if there's anything else. Thankfully, Hint Toad is there to show you the way. Alright, that's Seaside. I know I should be taking pictures of them, but meh. Alright, that's that. Next up, we got this one. This one's kind of deviously hid. Please. There we go. So just 2 left, I think. Alright, that one's Poochie. So I think that's going to be it. I'm going to head and grab me the life heart, since that's going to be super useful for the next episode. So I guess coming on down here. Okay, I already got that. So I think that's all the hint art here. Nope, 1 more. So yeah, so the hint art is why I visited this kingdom first. So that way we have less to do in our cleanup. So, with that all done, we did pretty good progress this episode. We went through hell. Next time in Super Mario Odyssey. The Broodal refights were only the tip of the iceberg. We have true misery coming up. If you guys like to see me suffer, you're going to be in for a treat. I will see you all then.